Welcome, my conscious family. After watching this video, you will know and you will awaken this power within you. You will remember who you truly are, your true nature, and you will learn how to listen to your own guidance, which is your intuition. And I want to share my own journey. I want to share my own story. I think it's very beneficial for you guys. But before I start doing that, I do want to say to everybody who is new, subscribe to my channel, as this helps me to reach more people so that I can help more people. And this is my mission on earth, to awaken as many people as possible and to help them to become conscious and aware and to create their own life experiences with awareness and consciousness. So when you raise your own consciousness, you're helping the humanity raise. So I'm so thankful for you, that you are here joining the community, and I'm proud of you for being here. So my own journey of awakening, of spiritual awakening, remembering, and you see the sun is, we have the sun moving for us. My own journey of awakening started, I would say, 2017. I had the dark night of the soul. If you don't know what it is, then you probably maybe didn't experience it, or maybe you just really don't know, but Google, it's really interesting. Especially when you understand what you're going through, then it can make it, a bit easier. So I've been through that, then I awakened. And then in 2022, I would say that I really truly awakened to my own inner power. I started listening to my own intuition. I gained confidence, and I started this journey of self-worth. It's never the end, as you know. There is no ending where you finally have the ultimate confidence and you cannot have it more, or you cannot love yourself more. I always believe there is more to it, and the spiritual awakening journey is awakening to this truth. And it's not something I want to clarify, because I talk about self-image a lot, and this is what I do also in my program and with my clients. I help them shift their self-image from a person who feels stuck, who feel like they are unworthy, they don't know how to move, where to move, maybe they are lacking the purpose and meaning in their life, to a person who is so self-aware, conscious, feeling worthy, feeling confident, feeling in their power, listening to their own intuition, their own guidance, living freely, following their purpose in life. This is the shift that I help my clients to do. So if you feel called to, this is something that we will be doing also coming from the 1st of April in my program, Awaken the Power Within. I love this. I don't say specifically awaken your power within, because I believe this is the power, and I will explain more, the power that we all have. So if you want to go through this journey from the point A, as I described this person, if you feel and resonate with this description, to the point B, where you fully live in your power as a person who you are meant to be in this life. You're living your own purpose freely, happy, joyfully, then this is definitely for you, and you can sign up in the email down below. But other than that, also I welcome you to watch the webinar. I will be sharing some insights in this webinar. It will be very, very valuable. I will share exercises that you can do and implement. The webinar is completely free, and you can sign up for the webinar on the link down below. Okay, so my own journey, as I said, I was living completely in the dark, in the illusion. I was seeing myself as the victim. I literally hated myself. I didn't think I was beautiful. I didn't think I was special. I didn't think I had nothing to offer. Of course, there was always this part of me which did believe that maybe all these things that I think about myself are actually not true. But the problem was that each and every time when I maybe started doubting these, negative thinkings and self-image, I would have others reflect and say, no, you are very clumsy and you are very wrong. And there is something deeply wrong with you, Irena. I just remember when I was in high school and I went to the village, the countryside, and I was taking photos. I really like art. I like photography, and I was taking pictures, and I saw a dead mouse on the road, and I took picture of this dead mouse. And then I came to my class, my high school, and I showed my girlfriends, that I took these pictures. Everybody was laughing, and they were calling me names, and I was really really bullied. Up to the moment that I was sitting alone in the classroom. I could cry. I didn't know that I can tap into it so much. But yeah, I'm just so sad for this version of myself, because I wish that I could tell her. She's so magical. She's a fairy. She's a goddess. She's everything. She's the light in this world. But as I told you, you who are here in my family, you understand that this is a journey that each and every one of us, whose destiny is to heal the planet and to help others, and this is our mission. It's literally every single one of us needs to go through this. That this is the path that you need to go through, and that is like bullying, and people don't trust you and don't believe in you, and you doubt yourself and you doubt your intuition, and you're questioning, like, what am I even doing here? So this is the journey, and yes, right here. That's why I always say crying is good. You're releasing something. Each time we cry, we release something, the resistance. It's a healing process, so always allow it. And I remember one day, I also want to share. So this bullying started in elementary school, and then continued to the high school, and in the university not so much, but like all these years. And I remember in my high school, I was sitting alone, and I didn't know that this is gonna be like this. I just remember her so much. And wow, I don't resonate with her at all. But I want to share how I felt, because maybe you feel like this right now, and I want to tell you that it gets better, and I want to share with you why you're going through this. Okay, so stay with me, and I'm thankful that you're here. Okay, this video will help you so much. I was sitting alone. I was very lonely. I felt so alone. And my parents divorced in a moment, and yeah, it's another story also, but maybe I'll share that as well. And I remember I was sitting alone, and for me, it was never a problem to be alone. I liked spending time by myself. But the problem was that I was so conscious about, oh my god, do they see that I'm alone? Am I alone? Like, they see that I don't have any friends here in school. I'm so lame, and they should, I should be with friends here at school. And like all these like negative thoughts, like, am I boring, or am I crazy, or something is wrong with me, or maybe why can't I just fit in with all these people? And the thing is, I didn't even like these people, to be honest with you. Sorry, which later on, checking this out, which later on, let me also check the video, sorry, because sometimes, so it was more of like, are they gonna see like what's wrong with me? And at that moment also my parents got divorced. I was 15, 16, something like that. And I remember my father, when I was leaving, my mom left the house, because not because she left us, but my father told her, like, the only option is for you to leave, you're not taking the kids. My sister already left to live with grandma. Like, we were fighting a lot, and there were a lot of fights between me and my sister, and like my family was really in bad, we had like those bad years back then. And my father told me, like, literally, this is your mother doesn't like you, she never even wanted to have kids, she just had kids, to show to the neighbors that she's like society, I don't know, whatever, but she never like wanted. she doesn't even like you, and she's leaving because she can't handle you anymore. And to be honest, I would say that this sentence was like everything that describes my whole life back then, and that describes actually even, I would say, the wounds that I'm still healing. Yeah, we are always healing, it's never like fully healed. But it's interesting how life can change, and how you can, despite everything you've been through, you can raise like a phoenix. And so all these things, like I was just questioning myself, like, am I even worth it? Like, why am I even here on this planet? And then I couldn't fit in anywhere. I could fit in, like I was hanging out with, oh my God, like people who are like living on the roads. I was just hanging out with some like random people because I didn't like those normal people. I thought that they were lame, and I just didn't like them. I was rebellious, back then. And then in school, I couldn't fit in, and I was like the worst student in my classroom. And I remember one day, I will never forget it. Like for me, it was so much shame and so much guilt to be alone, and for people to see me that I don't have any friends in high school. This was like the biggest thing for me. I was so anxious about it. That one day I remember I was smoking cigarettes back then, and I went to the bathroom, and I remember this like it was yesterday. I climbed on because I was smoking, alone, just as long as nobody sees. Like I loved spending time alone. I loved to watch French movies. I loved to read books. I loved to enjoy myself. Like I loved spending times alone. But I was so anxious that other can somehow read my anxious thoughts and my thoughts of unworthiness about myself. And that's why I was hiding in the bathroom, and I climbed. When the girls entered the bathroom, I didn't want them to see my legs, underneath the bathroom. So I climbed on top of the toilet, and I was standing there and hiding, so they don't see me, that I'm there alone, that I don't have anybody. And why I'm sharing all of this? Because I want you to know that this story, it defines you, but it can define you in the most beautiful way. And I will share how it defines mine. And then I know that it can define yours as well, because I know that if you are here and if you're still watching, that this means that definitely our paths are aligned, and you are here to spread light. And then this is for sure, this was your journey as well. Different, but same. I do want to mention now, it came to my mind that like 30% of you guys, I just checked yesterday, I think even more, like, are not subscribed. So it does help me to reach more people, so that I can continue doing this and take my time off every day to film these videos for you guys. So subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can be notified every day when I post another video. So this was like my teenage years. I was struggling a lot, and I got into addictions and drugs, and this was my sort of rebellion against the world. I hated myself, I hated the world, and I just wanted to be, I didn't want to feel those emotions. And then I started, addiction, and there was a lot of abuse and traumas involved for many years, couple of years, not like many, like 10 years, but like couple of years. Which is a lot now looking back. And so overall, I didn't listen to myself. This is the point. Like I didn't feel that I have any power. I didn't feel connected to my intuition at all. I listened to what others have to say about me, and I took it on myself. I didn't have any self-worth. Like I was literally like ruining my body, my mental health with all the drugs, all the alcohol, all the abuse that I was doing to myself, first of all, and then of course let others or experience involving other people. So I was disconnected to myself. And one of the reasons why is that when people question you so much when you're young, I guess it all starts, when you're like 3 or 4 or 5 or 7, When you're hypersensitive and you're a sensitive person, it's a blessing, by the way. It's a blessing to live life and be so sensitive and enjoy, be able to enjoy life. I am so blessed to be so sensitive, like even my skin is sensitive. I got rash, you guys. In the other video, I was like scratching myself and I was like, why no one told me that I have a rash, like rash here? I think maybe 1 week, like I literally have a rash. I don't know what's coming up. Maybe you guys know, you can write down in the comments. I really thought it's because of the clothes, but again, I feel like everything physical is connected to the soul. It all starts from the soul, then I think emotionally, mentally, and then it shows up physically. And if you deal with it on any other levels, it will not come physically. So it means that something is changing, something is shifting. If you know more about it, please do write in the comments. Why did I start to talk about the rash? I don't know. I don't know, guys. What was I saying? I was talking about disconnected. Yeah, now I remembered actually that I have eczema as a child. Yeah, sensitivity. I was talking about that. So I was always sensitive, and I think parents, of course, I don't blame my parents, really. Like, I don't blame them for anything. They did their best as they could, and I love them, and I talk to both of them, by the way. But what I want to say is that there is a way that you need to, be around the sensitive child. It's not the same. You cannot be a same parent to each and every child. You cannot. I don't have children, so I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm just saying, different approach for each child. But there was 3 of us, and I didn't have this different approach. So my emotions were not validated. I was not validated, and I just felt like I just want to disappear. I just bring drama. I just cry a lot. I'm just angry a lot, and I just, I'm too much. This is how I grew up, and so I disconnected from myself early on. Very, very much so. I didn't believe and trust in myself and my own intuition. And why I'm sharing all of this with you, I am very vulnerable here, is because I completely shifted that, like completely shifted that. I really awakened this power within. I realized that each and every one of us has intuition. Intuition is coming from your higher self. It's coming from God. Okay, this is how I see it. I believe in God. You don't have to. But intuition is the higher guidance, that it's never ever wrong. When you say, oh, my intuition told me something, but then it was wrong. It wasn't wrong. It wasn't your intuition. Intuition is subtle. It's a knowing. It's not an emotion. When you have this trauma and fear, that just means that it's not your intuition. Your logical brain, your ego, is trying to convince you that this is so scary and it's so dramatic. Whenever there is drama, I want you to be sure this is just your ego is creating drama. It thrives on drama. And it's nothing bad in the ego. We need the ego to live the life as humans. But I just want you to be aware when your ego is like maybe stepping too much, and then you can go back to your soul, your intuition, what it's telling you and guiding you, because it's never wrong. And your intuition will always tell you that you are magnificent. Your intuition will always tell you the truth, and that is who you are. That is that you are connected to spirit all the time. That is that you are never alone. That is that you are so special as you are. And all those times in your life, people try to convince you, like, you are wrong, and this is wrong, and why are you thinking this way, and you shouldn't do that, and you should do this. And you try to fit in, you try to fit yourself in this box so that you can be convenient for others, so that you can be likable, so that people will stay with you. You play it so small. You listen to your logical brain, pros and cons, and you didn't allow your light to shine bright. You didn't allow your truth to show, because you knew that if you are unapologetically yourself and authentically yourself, this is going to trigger so many people. They are going to leave you. You're going to have to leave your job. You're going to find your purpose, which, by the way, many people say, I feel so stuck. Maybe you're making a lot of money. Maybe you're a lawyer, a doctor. I don't know, this just came to my mind right now, and you're making a lot of money, but you feel unfulfilled, you feel stuck, you feel unworthy, even though maybe you have these achievements, because something is missing, because you don't feel this power, you don't feel connected to yourself, to the spirit, you don't feel like you're living your purpose fully. And this is because you are not, because you still played in those lines of traditional path. And there's nothing wrong with tradition, but if you're here, you know what I mean, like you played in those lines instead of letting yourself play. And in the other video I had like this vision of a horse, and you guys like riding on a horse and then like letting your hair out and just being yourself. And this is what this video is about. I really want to shift something in your mind, and I know that I'm shifting it right now, to at least, you know, you don't have to change anything today, but you are awakening right now watching this video, and you're looking back and you're realizing some things. Every person who is watching this video, and I manifested this because this is my goal with this video, is that every person who is watching this video has a different understanding, different remembering, different realization. You realize, okay, this is what I need to do. Okay, this is where I did this and I should have done this. There are no regrets, but moving forward, I want you to know that all your life is how it is and was how it was for a reason. We all have a destiny, a mission, and a purpose. And sometimes in the moment, we cannot understand why is this happening to us. But after 6 months, after 1 year, we understand that this is actually happening for us. We awaken and we understand that those mistakes that we made and those wrong choices were never actually coming from our true self and our power within and our intuition. But those choices and mistakes came from trying to be like everybody else, from trying to be convenient for everybody else. Those were never your choices, your own choices, your soul's choices. So if you feel like you resonate with this and you feel called to, I really invite you to join the webinar. I will go deeper on these topics that I just now share. I really am today a person, and I don't even need to say this because I know that you feel it, but I'm going to say it because it feels good to say it. I am so grounded in myself. There is not a person who can come and tell me something and play with my mind and tell me that I am not good or this is not good, because I know who I am at my core. I know how my heart is. I know how my mind is. I finally listen to my own intuition, always. There is not my mom, my dad, or anyone who can tell me otherwise. My intuition is my only guidance, and I listen to it always. I know how to regulate my emotions. I know when to feel my emotions, when to, I mean, always to feel, but when to transmute the energy, shift the energy, get up and do something differently. I know. So the video stopped because I didn't have any space on my phone, which I hate when this happens, but okay. So what was I saying is that, yeah, the more connected I felt was when I realized that you are never truly lonely when you are aware of your connection to the divine. You can never feel lonely. And people ask me, are you lonely? Do you feel alone? And I spend so much time alone. I literally don't go to any dates. I don't go anywhere. I'm single. I sometimes see my friends, but I'm mostly concentrated on my mission, my work. And yeah, whatever, maybe it sounds strange for someone, I don't care, I just listen to myself. But the whole point is that I have never actually felt less lonely than I am now, even though I spend so much time alone. I never feel lonely. I feel so connected to God, and this is something that, you know, you as well, of course, can deeper your spirituality in the way, you know, you can do it for yourself. But this is something that, like, a few years ago, one shaman, he told me, I was asking him, I said, I want to feel, you know, connected to someone, and I want to find that person. I was going in the relationships, I couldn't find my match. And he told me, I said, am I going to find, you know, my person? And he said, it's not about that, but you will feel, you know, connected always. Like, you will never feel lonely again. And I was like, what does he mean? Like, what is he talking about? What does he mean I'm never going to feel lonely again? And now I realize that this is what he meant. And then yesterday, when I was riding my scooter, and I was just thinking about it, and I saw the palm trees and the sky and the clouds, and I felt so whole. This is the feeling that I am talking about. It's the wholeness of who you are. It's the awareness of your connection to the spirit. Whatever you believe in, this is what makes you feel so grounded and so peaceful that you don't need to have others, you know, believe in you or whatever, because you are so whole and you don't feel lonely, like literally, really. I don't even know how that feels anymore, to be honest. This feeling of loneliness, I don't know how it feels. And especially, you know, I do want to tell you, when you have a mission and purpose in life, which everybody does, but when you're aware of it and you live in it, this is also giving you a lot of peace and happiness. And I'm so happy that you're here, that you're ready to step into your power. So I am calling you, inviting you again to join my free webinar in the middle of March, Awaken the Power Within, entering your winning season, becoming the winner, being the winner, becoming aware that you're the winner. Actually, that is the sentence I want to say. And also, if you feel already that you are ready to, you know, start from the 1st of April on your own journey of awakening this power within and stepping into this new life where you can live your life with purpose and meaning and happiness, being who you truly are, listening to your own intuition, breaking free from old cycles, beliefs, limitations, everything that was stopping you, and, you know, fully feeling connected to yourself, then of course you can do that. Also, there is another link for you to apply to have a free consultation with me to see if we are a match for this journey together, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm thinking if I miss anything, because the video got cut and I was talking for a long time, but I think that was it. Yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful that you're a part of my journey and that you choose me as a part on your journey. I feel, how do you say that in English? It's my honor. It's my honor. Yeah, that's the thing I want to say. Anyways, stay conscious as always, and remember to have fun.